Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the weekly forecast starting from the October 10th till October 16th. So now friends, as you know that in the weekly forecast video, we try to follow the transit of the moon in that specific period of time. So in this week, moon will start its journey from the Aries sign being conjunct with the planet Rahu and will end the week in the Gemini sign. Now friends, the difficult aspect of this week is that, let's say for example, if you are a kind of person who is very easily provoked, you're always in a rush, you get very easily agitated, or let's say for example your ongoing dashas are running little bit turbulent, or you work in a very fast paced sort of environment, so then you have to remain a little bit cautious during this week, because as you can see that throughout this week moon is going to be in a state of agitation, because the week will start with moon being in the Aries conjunct with Rahu. The influence of Rahu on the moon makes it prone towards delusion, confusion, negative thoughts. And once moon is going to transit to the Taurus sign, so during that time, although it is going to be conjunct with Mars, which creates the very auspicious wealth yoga, Chandramangal yoga, but because Mars is also going to be changing signs during this week, and Mars is going to its enemy sign, the sign of Gemini, the sign ruled by the planet Mercury. And as you know that when moon comes in the influence of an afflicted, agitated Mars, so your speech, your thought process, your emotions tend to remain very easily provoked. So that is the only reason during this week you have to give attention towards your temper. And like the way friends, I always say this thing that if you have to take any important decision, so you have to take into consideration like what kind of yogas you have in your chart, what kind of dashas you are currently going through, and then you have to blend the results which I will be explaining in this video basis the influence of the planets which will get generated in the transit. So okay friends, now we will start our discussion customized to all the rising signs. So guys, for the Aries Lagna people, so now guys, in your case moon will start its journey from your first house and will end the week in your third house. So definitely friends, during this week your ascendant lord is also going to be changing the signs. So if I were to say the week can still start on a high enthusiasm note, but with the passage of time, with the progress of the days, I would say at least specifically the middle of the week could be troublesome, specifically on the account of being prone, being vulnerable on your emotional front. So over there you have to remain very cautious, you have to remain a little bit calm. If I were to say specifically from the perspective of the students, or for all those people who have to appear in any sort of competitive exam, the week is creating a very good, very positive energy. Regarding the matters of relationship, so as you know that your 7th house lord is right now like debilitated, it is combust as well. So because of which not a very auspicious positive energy pertaining to the matters of matrimonial alliances. And also friends, because at the end of this week as well, your 5th house lord is also going to get debilitated and is going to get conjunct with Ketu as well. So there could be some sort of misunderstanding, lack of energy, lack of thrust, lack of drive in the areas of love, romance, art and creativity as well. So over there as well you have to remain a little bit cautious. Like just because moon is going to be making its journey from your like 2nd house and 3rd house, so the first half of the week could be very much supporting towards spending your money in the family matters. There could be some profitable travels as well, but when we say that taking decision or acting out of your impulses just because you are feeling drained of energy and you are diverting your pent-up energies in alcohol, in drugs, in intoxicants, so that sort of reckless behavior needs to be avoided. And I would say pertaining to the matters of your professional endeavors, so your 10th house lord is very soon is going to be coming out of its retrograde motion in your 10th house. So the only one thing which I want to say is that a lot many Aries Lagna people, if in your case you are going through dissatisfaction, discontentment at your work front, and you are not very much satisfied pertaining to the progress at your professional front, so this is not the very right time for taking any transformative step at your professional front, like thinking about changing the job, switching and getting into or experimenting on a new role. So the time has yet not come for all those decisions, but I'm very much sure that a lot many Aries Lagna people might be getting overwhelmed with these kind of thoughts. So you have to still manage and stay in control, in command at your professional front. And the only way where I'm seeing this week coming out positively for the Aries Lagna is pertaining to the matters of your, like, for all those people who have to appear any competitive exams. And just because before Mars moves to your 3rd house, still the first half of the week will prove to be very beneficial pertaining to the matters of your domestic life. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Taurus Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 12th house and will end the week in your 2nd house. So definitely friends, moon being conjunct with Rahu in your 12th house and the sign lord of your 12th house, that will be changing signs during this week as well. So pertaining to the matters of travels, you have to remain a little bit cautious. Like now when I'm saying about travels, like all those things and all the attributes of the 12th house and any of the decision making in those areas needs to be done very cautiously. So that in itself speaks out loud that this week could prove out to be little bit expensive as well. Now that does not stop the incoming flow of the gain or the income. It's just like that. Just try to not go overboard in your spendings. Also friends, if I were to say that specifically for all those people who are into adventure sports, all those thrills and adrenaline rush sort of sports enthusiast and all of that, so you have to also remain little bit cautious, careful, because right now your 5th house is in a very accentuated state, driving you towards all those adventure sports and activities. But just because the way moon is transiting right now, and moon in your case has got the rulership of your 3rd house as well, so that is the only reason I'm saying that just try to stay cautious. Second thing is that definitely when we talk about on the matters of the like education or anything to do with art and creativity, the week is creating a very positive energy. For all those people in whose case matrimonial alliances are a matter of concern, so regarding that front as well, the week is creating a very positive energy. So if I were to summarize, a very good week for people engaged in art, creativity, love, romance. It's just like that the fear and anxiety on the matters of unknown phobias and fears can trouble a lot many Taurus Lagna people. Week could also prove out to be little bit expensive. And lastly, any sort of travels or any sort of like all those actions, activities where there's a lot of uncertainty and risk of dealing with uncertain circumstances is involved, over there you have to remain little bit cautious during this week. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Gemini rising people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 11th house and will end the week in your 1st house. So definitely friends, the week will definitely prove out to be a little bit expensive for a lot many Gemini Lagna people as well. There will be new sources of income and socialization, networking will be definitely in the top of your mind, but that will prove to be very expensive as well. So that is one area where you have to remain a little bit cautious. Second thing is that definitely friends, Mars is going to be making a transition. In your case, it is going to be coming right over there in your 1st house. Mars will be coming out from the 12th house, and moon is in the influence of the Mars. So because of which like there will be uncertainty in the thought process. Negativity is something which will try to overpower you during this week, so you have to battle out with it or deal with it constructively. Pertaining to the matters of the matrimonial alliances and all of that, the week is not creating a very positive energy. Rather, I would say for all those people, even in their existing relationship as well, there could be some sudden rift, misunderstanding, stark difference of opinion. So that is something with which you have to deal with as well during this week. Also friends, like if you will see, your fifth house lord is not in a very strong dignity. So your fifth house lord is right now debilitated, so because of which there could be some sort of dissatisfaction on the account of children as well. The growth, success and progress of children as well could be a serious area or matter of your concern. So try to balance out yourself in those concerns and areas as well. Now friends, when we talk about pertaining to the dealing of the fourth house related matters, like any of the concerns of buying a vehicle or selling out a property, or any of the concerns of real estate and domestic life, so over there the energy is still going on very much in your favor. So this is how friends the weekly energy is getting generated, just because if you will see, your 8th house lord Saturn becomes your 9th house lord as well. So 9th house lord is right now in the 8th house. It is still in a kind of a very stagnant retrograde sort of position. So luck is not that much supporting you right now. Your moon is also making you a little bit prone and vulnerable. So during this week, I would say that do not take any decision where there is a lot of risk, uncertainty is involved, and the basic concept and configuration of human psychology driven by your own fears, your own uncertainties and insecurities. Do not end up doing something which you will regret later on. That is something which I want to advise to all the Gemini Lagna people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Cancer Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, moon will be starting its journey from your 10th house and will be ending the week in your 12th house. So now friends, in your case, I can actually see a proper movie script, the way things are gonna be generating for you. So first of all, because see, Mars in your case becomes a very important planet for you guys. It is a Yogaraka planet for you. It rules your intellect, your thought process, and the 10th house of your professional endeavors, your actions in the public life. And as you can see that moon is strongly conjunct and in the strong influence of Mars throughout this week. And Mars, your 10th house lord, is going in your 12th house at the end of this week. The energy of that will start getting generated from the middle of the week. So I would say that it is a very kind of volatile yoga where I have seen people suddenly either they by themselves got frustrated, they resigned, or like someone asked to leave. So these kind of turbulent situation can arises at work front for a lot many. Now again friends, with that said, it all depends on the kind of dashas you are going through or the kind of yogas you have in your chart, and basis your ongoing circumstances. Are you actually going through these kind of scenarios and situation that things can go this worse, that at your work front it can become so ugly? So if you're already going through all these negative circumstances and all of that is getting applicable in your case, then you have to remain extra cautious. That is one thing which I want to say. Second thing is that definitely friends, the week is creating a positive energy pertaining to the matters of for the students or all those people who have to appear in any sort of competitive exams. The week is also like all these vulnerability of turbulent and sudden like outcomes at your work front is only getting generated at the middle of the week. The first half of the week, I would say, will prove to be very harmonious, very supporting, where your friends, your colleagues will prove to be a good source of strength and support to you, and there could be some profitable travels as well. So it all depends on the way the middle of the week is going to be churning out energy for you. So I would say just stay calm during the middle of the week. We are already heading towards some very auspicious Hindu festivals. So the more you can refrain from any of these conflicts, the better it is going to be for you. And if the middle of the week is not gonna create some ugly situation, then the latter half of the week will also prove to be very auspicious, very harmonious for you. And also friends, like the way as you can see that Mars is going to be traveling to your 12th house. It's not only the 12th house but also the zodiac sign there as well. So overall planetary configuration is getting generated in this way that so far when Mars is in any case gonna be transiting in your 11th house for a long span of time. It's just going for a shorter span. It's going to retrograde and come back to your 11th house again. But I would say that till the time Mars is going to be transiting in your 12th house, refrain from indulging or getting involved in any property related matters or disputed property related matters and all of that. So during the time when Mars is going to be transiting in the Gemini in your 12th house, and specifically during the middle of this week, you have to remain a little bit cautious pertaining to all these areas. And friends, for people connected with business, the week is creating a mediocre energy. Not much of profitable, and nor you are getting prone for some losses. So it's a mediocre week for the business connected people. And for the students, the week is creating a auspicious energy pertaining to the matters of the matrimonial alliances and all of that. So over there as well, you have to remain consistent. You have to keep on putting efforts, and this sort of consistent approach and attitude can still generate some positive results in your favor. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Leo rising people. So now guys, in your case, as you can fairly see over here that Moon is going to be starting its journey from your 9th house and will be ending the week in your 11th house. So definitely friends, like the way overall planetary energies are influencing you guys, that is actually putting you in a position of power, getting all sort of favors, getting the results of all of your hard work, that too in a very sudden way. So I would say energy of this week is a lot in favor for the Leo Lagna people. I would say that all the hard work which you have been putting in, once Mars is going to transit to your 11th house, you will start getting the results of all of that as well. Now but again friends, now as you can see that just because Moon will start the week with like conjunct with Rahu, that too in your 9th house. So for any of the concerns of the immigration, I would say, or travels and all of that, so the week is not creating a very harmonious or positive energy regarding that front. So that is one specific area where you have to remain a little bit cautious. Second thing is that friends, as you can see that Saturn is also right now is in a stationary and in a retrograde kind of position in your like that is how it is going to be behaving in your 6th house. So because of which any of the vulnerability, any of the concerns of health, you have to take that very seriously. When we talk about the matters of the matrimonial alliances and all of that, so over there the energy is not getting that strong. So I would say that you have to just keep on putting efforts, but as such no yoga which is creating an energy of things working out in a very sudden impulsive way in your favor. Also pertaining to the matters of love, romance, relationship, so as you can see that Venus is right now highly combust, is in a debilitated state, and your 5th house lord is also right now in transiting in your 8th house. So overall planetary energy is more harmonious and favorable regarding the matters of your profession, regarding the professional development, growth and all of that. It's not a very positive week pertaining to the matters of love, romance, matrimonial alliance and travels. So yes, this is something which I want to say for all the Leo Lagna people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Virgo rising people. So now guys, in your case, as you can see, Moon will start its journey from your 8th house and will end the week in your 10th house. So definitely friends, like Moon which represents all sort of water connected activities, 8th house also represents all of that, and because Moon is not a very auspicious planet for your Lagna, and over and above that the influence of Rahu in the 8th house. So specifically friends, pertaining to the matters of your emotional, mental health, well-being, you have to remain very cautious. Also because there is a lot of planetary concentration taking place in your 1st house. So many times it gives a sudden adrenaline rush, enthusiasm and confidence, overconfidence. I would say that specifically if all of that applications and attitude and attributes you're gonna put at your work front, then it's fine. But when we talk about adventure sports, water related activities and all of that, so during this week you have to remain little bit cautious in all these kind of adventurous and risky sort of activities, to be honest. Second thing is that I would also say that pertaining to the matters of the travel as well, so just try to remain little bit cautious, any sort of concerns of being very much watchful of your belonging, and while traveling, all the documentation and all of that. So try to remain cautious in all those areas as well. When we talk about from the students perspective, so definitely friends, right now Saturn is in its slowest pace, moving in your 5th house. So students have to work very hard if you actually want to generate some very good results, and it is equally getting applicable for people connected with the fields of art, entertainment, media. And I would say that when we talk about the matters of your profession, I would say pertaining to the professional endeavors and actions, regarding that front, the week is still creating a positive energy. Like you will put forth your best efforts and energies at your work front. And if any of those like Virgo Lagna people have to present something, give any performance, so regarding that front as well, the week is creating positive energy. But the way planets are influencing your 7th house, so there could be some sort of dissatisfaction on the account of support and contribution of the partners. So over there as well, you have to remain a little bit cautious as well. And just because friends, as you can see that your 2nd house lord as well is right now kind of combust and debilitated right over there in your 1st house. So pertaining to the immediate close family members and all of that, there could be a sense and degree of dissatisfaction regarding their support. So I would say, if I were to summarize, the week is creating a very positive energy in putting your best foot forward in the matters of your professional endeavors and any sort of risky activities or which is going to put you at risk. So just try to refrain from all those actions, activities. Keep your mental state very uplifted, because friends, during this week, as you can see, Ketu is going to be changing nakshatra very soon. We are heading towards the eclipses, so the energy is kind of very volatile. So, and with this start of the week, with moon getting conjunct with Rahu starting from your 8th house and throughout in the influence of Mars, so refrain from any reckless, impulsive actions. So that is something which I want to say for all the Virgo Lagna people. But I would still say a very positive week pertaining to the matters of your professional endeavors. Students have to work hard, and for the matrimonial alliance seekers and all of that, you have to keep on putting efforts. This week is not creating a very positive energy regarding that front. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Libra rising people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 7th house and will end the week in your 9th house. So definitely friends, when we talk about anything to do with the being very much worried on the account of the well-being of your partner, so this is how energies are going to be getting generated. So now the worries could be on any matters. This could be being worried that your partner is not very cooperative in the relationship, or this could be for a lot many being worried on the account of the health of your partner. So 7th house is kind of 7th house lord is in a way coming out in the scrutiny. So lot of worries and concentration going pertaining to the matters of your partnership. So over there, try not to take any reckless action, I want to say over here, because whenever 8th house gets involved, a lot of things tend to remain in our own head. So try not to get deluded while taking any important decision. Second thing is that friends, definitely week is creating a positive energy for travels, gain from travels, change of residence, positive, healthy, transformative energy for a lot many Libra Lagna people. I would also say friends, for all those people in whose case, because for quite long time, like Mars is gonna stay in your 8th house for a while. So briefly, when Mars will transit to your 9th house, so that will open up a window of gains on the matters of property, real estate and all of that. So do consider investing in all those areas. Also friends, because as you can see that your in your case, moon has got the rulership of your 10th house, so your professional endeavors. So this week is kind of creating this energy that there will be a lot of worries on the account of how much you want to deliver, or doing that self introspection, that how you are progressing at your work front and all of that. So again, a lot is dependent on your current ongoing circumstances and the kind of dashas you are running through, the kind of yogas you have in your chart. All what I want to say is that do not come to any conclusion pertaining to your performances, because the planetary vibration is creating energy that you will become your own critique, and you will end up demotivating yourself. So because the way planetary energies, your 10th house lord is in such a alignment. So that is one thing which I want to say. For the any of the concerns of the matrimonial alliances, the week is still not creating that positive energy. And I would say that just because Saturn is also right now has got slowed down in your 4th house, so there could be some worries and anxiety on the account of your domestic life as well. So worries on the account of the well-being of the mother, or your relationship with the mother also needs to be watched. So this is how the week is generating energies for all the Libra Lagna people. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Scorpio Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 6th house and will end the week in your 8th house. So definitely friends, during this week as well, your ascendant lord will also be changing signs. Now if I were to say in general, like the way you can see that your 3rd house, your 11th house is in a strong dignity, so the result of that will keep on coming in your life. So I would say pertaining to any suddenly things working out in your favor, some sort of opportunity can also come or can materialize by the end of the week. So all those things like domestic life, concerns of matrimonial concerns and all of that, so the week is very positive in that regard as well. Like for all those people who are already in an advanced stage of the matrimonial talks and all of that, so the week can generate positive results in their favor as well. Also for the students or all those people who have to appear in any sort of competitive exam, you have to give any performances and all of that, so regarding that front as well, the week is creating a very good energy. So just the good part. What about the vulnerable part? So okay, now comes the vulnerable part. So now guys, as you can see over here that because like moon in your case becomes your 9th house lord, the lord of your house of luck and fortune, and because it is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu in your 6th house, then 7th house, and will be ending the week in your 8th house, where resides the energy of your not a very friendly planet for your Lagna, Mercury. So I would say that do not indulge in those actions where you are completely relying on the luck, like when we talk about lottery, speculation, trading, or suddenly getting see your energy level, your enthusiasm is going to be very high. The week is creating a very good energy for performances, and I would also say this thing that if you are in any sort of leadership role, or if you are going through any sort of lawsuit or litigation, you will win over all of that. You will definitely you're gonna have a competitive edge over your competition, your competitors. But when we talk about investing heavy amount of money, completely relying on luck, or in short just gambling or speculating, so you have to refrain from all those actions and activities. Many times what happen suddenly, because this is a very sudden volatile week which is getting generated. Like when we say that suddenly a friend called you that I just got to know about this cryptocurrency or this investment, and you have to just make a payment right now, you have to register yourself right now, and this is the amount which you have to promise, or you have to kind of deliver, and you do not have that money, and you dialed up your friends, you asked money, or you raised money on loan, on credit, and you put somewhere. So these kind of temptations need to be avoided during this week. But let's say, for example, if you are a kind of person who is very much in control, in command, very organized, and during this week you have to take any important decision pertaining to your profession, your business, concerns of family life, so regarding all that front, the week in those lines is creating a very positive energy for a lot many Scorpio Lagna people. And as I have already said this thing, by the end of the week some positive news can be anticipated for a lot many Scorpio Lagna people. Stay very much concerned and cautious regarding your health, because 6th house, Rahu and all of that. So be very watchful of your health, your eating habits, and overall a positive week for all the Scorpio Lagna people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Sagittarius Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, Moon will start its journey from your 5th house and will end the week in your 7th house. So definitely friends, when we talk about pertaining to the matters of your professional success or the prospects of name, fame, recognition, regarding that front, the week is creating a very positive energy. Like I would say that you might remain lucky in materializing some very lucrative deal, or you might come in contact with someone very prominent in your area of influence within your community. So regarding all that front, the week is creating a positive and healthy constructive energy for a lot many Sagittarius Lagna people. Also friends, pertaining to the matters of the property and all of that, so regarding selling your property, I would say that you still have to wait for this week to pass, because Mars is going to be transitioning from your 6th house. The middle of the week could be little bit troublesome, like where anxiety could trouble you. So regarding that front, you have to remain cautious. There could be some worries on the account of your children, pertaining to the matters of progeny, because 5th house, Rahu and Moon getting involved over there. So remain little bit cautious regarding that front as well. Pertaining to the matters of the matrimonial alliances and any of the commercial business decision, regarding that front, the week is creating a very positive energy. Like specifically when we talk about love, romance and all those activities, regarding that fronts, we can still say that week is positive for a lot many Sagittarius Lagna. And definitely friends, I just want to highlight more on the name, fame, recognition and professional success aspect of this week, because regarding that front, the week is creating very positive energy for a lot many Sagittarius Lagna people during this week. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Capricorn Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, after a lot many weeks of pessimism or slowed energy, now this week will start pacing up or start giving you hope in a lot of your endeavors. So now friends, because Moon is going to be starting its journey from your 4th house and will be ending the week in your 6th house. So a very positive week for a lot many students, or for all those people who have to write or appear in any sort of competitive exam. Also, like when we talk about, because Saturn has slowed down a lot, and Saturn in your case has got the rulership of your 2nd house as well. So I would say that this is a kind of a week. See, in any case, your 9th house is right now highly accentuated. So luck is definitely supporting you. You have the necessary wisdom, and your intellect will also be guiding you in the right direction. So do not attach a lot of your hope from people around you. If you will work in this week with this attitude of being self-reliant, the better you will be able to perform. Also friends, a very good week pertaining to the matters of the I would say matrimonial alliances, commercial activities, for all those people who have to, like, if you are also contemplating any change, like, because from past couple of weeks the energies have slowed down a lot for a lot many Capricorn Lagna people. So if you have faced the heat that you have been contemplating changing your residence, any important transformation, restructuring at your business, at your professional front, any of the travels which you have been planning, so I would say this week will bring hope in all these areas. So overall friends, a very good week in majority of the areas. It's just like that at the end of the week, Moon and Mars are gonna be there in your 6th house. So when Mars will finally transit to your 6th house, I would say that any of the dealing of the property related matters or any of the concerns of loan or lawsuit needs to be dealt with proper caution and care. But overall, a positive, hopeful week for a lot many Capricorn Lagna in all areas of your life. Moving ahead friends, for the Aquarius Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, Moon is going to be transiting from your 3rd house and will be ending the week in your 5th house. So definitely friends, if we were to focus only the journey of the moon, so to begin with, moon is your 6th house lord. Second thing is that moon throughout this week is going to be in the influence of the planet Mars. Second thing is that if you will see right now the way planets are influencing you, so many planets have concentrated in your 8th house. Saturn has also slowed down, being your ascendant lord, in your 12th house, and over and above that, if you will see, Mars is also going to be entering very soon to your 5th house as well, where it is going to get agitated, because Gemini is not a very friendly sign for planet Mars to be placed in. So friends, overall, if I were to say, definitely a lot will be dependent on the kind of yogas you have in your chart and what kind of circumstances and time period you are going through, because dissatisfaction, discontentment, self-loathing, so this is how the week will start acting out. So that's the reason I mentioned this thing. A lot will be dependent on your ongoing circumstances, your thought process, and the kind of personality you possess. So you have to actually battle out or deal with all these sort of negative thoughts and all of that. I would say that definitely friends, because the way Mars is influencing your Lagna right now. So when Mars was transiting in the 4th house, I kept on saying this thing, a very good time for investing in real estate, property related matters and all of that. So once Mars will enter your at the end of the week will enter your 5th house, you have to remain a little bit cautious pertaining to all those dealings, and specifically for all those people in whose business there is a lot of instability, if you're already facing that. So do not be on this verge of taking any final concluding decision. So I would say that this is one thing which is getting applicable in all areas of your life. Now this could be your professional endeavors, this could be your personal relationship, for the students, for the artists, for the performers. So any important big concrete decision needs to be taken with lot of contemplation, lot of care, because once this whole energy will dissipate, you might later on regret that, okay, what kind of influence I was in that I took such a stupid decision. So that is one thing which I want to say over here. And I would say that if you're a kind of person who is always very much invested in your hobbies, in your craft, and you are very much concentrated in all those activities, then you can actually utilize this energy, because moon being in the influence of Mars and starting its journey from the 3rd house in the influence of Rahu, so the rush, enthusiasm, motivation level is going to be very high. So divert your energies in your hobbies, in your all those things which you are very passionate about, but do not kind of mess up or complicate things in your business, in your personal relationship, your your dealings with your friends and people in your community. So regarding that front, I will not give you guys a go ahead for any important big decision during this week. And regarding the matters of the matrimonial alliances, I would say friends, as you can see that your 7th house lord is just at the end of the week, it's going to be transiting, getting debilitated in your 9th house. So I would say that this week will still give you hope, where some sudden unpredictable way things can generate some proposal or some sort of energy. But again, during this time, if you will take any decision, you have to take it with proper relaxed state of mind. You have to take the suggestion, inputs, expert advice of people around you as well. For the people in service and all of that, the week is creating a mediocre energy. And friends, as you can see that in your case, because moon has got the rulership of your 6th house, and it is in the influence of Mars and transiting from the 4th house, 5th house. So I would say that in all those cases where you have to arrange money from somewhere, like you have to get the money on loans, on credit, and you have to settle down any of the past accounts, unsettled credit amounts and all of that. So all those things can still materialize. So this is how energy is getting generated for the Aquarius Lagna people. I will strictly advise against taking any important big decision where there is a lot of uncertainty is involved. Battle out, deal with any of the negative self-talks with with proper wisdom, and a very good week for investing in your hobbies and any sort of short journeys, trips and travels. So positive energy regarding that front. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces Lagna people, so now guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that moon is going to be starting its journey from your second house and will be ending the week in your fourth house. So definitely friends, moon in your case has got the rulership of your fifth house, so that in itself means a very good week on expecting some good return on investment, a very good week for the students as well, for any sort of artistic creative endeavors. The week is creating a very positive energy. Rather I would say the week is mediocre for people in service and corporate jobs and all of that, but for people in business and self-employed and freelance people, the week is creating a very positive energy. But still I would say that during the middle of the week, where Mars is going to be moon is going to be transiting from your third house, strongly in the influence of Mars. Over that time, just remain cautious if you have to take any important decision. But the good part of this week is that your advisors or the mentorship or people of the stature of a guru, so those sort of very wise people will keep on counseling you, guiding you, putting you in the right path, right direction. So regarding that front, the week is creating a positive energy. So I would say that even when we talk about the matters of your seventh house, over there also I want to bring your attention, because in your case Venus has got the rulership of your eighth house. So eighth house lord is right now is combust, is debilitated right over there in your seventh house, and the way Saturn and other planets are also contributing. So I would say that if you have to form any new connection, so just remain a bit cautious over there. Now it is equally getting qualified for new business alliances or matrimonial alliances and all of that. So over there you have to remain extra cautious. But when we talk about getting the support within the existing relationship, people within your existing network and all of that, regarding that front, the week is creating a very positive energy for a lot many Pisces Lagna people. And I would also say that the travels and adventurous activities, giving time to your hobbies will prove to be very therapeutic for a lot many Pisces Lagna people. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this weekly forecast for all the rising signs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.